Hi, I'm Josh. Welcome to Mountain Roots. This is the 42nd episode of my Exploring Appalachia series. In my last episode, I explored Gate City, home of NBA All-Star Slam Dunk Competition champion Mac McClung. And in this episode, I travel about 30 miles north deeper into the coalfields of Southwest Virginia to the town of St. Paul. St. Paul has evolved over the decades. The small commercial district along the Clinch River once boasted 17 saloons in the late 1890s and was first called the Western Front during World War I. People said there was more fighting going on in St. Paul than there was on the Western Front in Europe. So the name stuck, and that's what it came to be known as. In the early 1880s, Frank Stratton purchased the farmland that would become the town of St. Paul. The plat was known as the Stratton Map, and the earliest deeds to property sold by Stratton reference it. St. Paul acquired a rough and tumble reputation in its early days, as one local put it, for poker playing, dice throwing, whiskey drinking, knife fighting, and bare knuckles brawling. Historically, at one time, the population diversity of the coalfields made it one of the biggest melting pots in the United States. St. Paul had over 4,000 residents in its coal camps, but the population is now less than 1,000. Although I hear echoes of what I've observed in places like Pocahontas, Virginia, I see concerted efforts here by a town and community that wants to evolve and tell its own story, learning from its past but also forward-thinking in its outlook for tomorrow. Today, as with all things, times have changed. The buildings of the Western Front are almost all gone now. However, I'm told it has more historic buildings still intact than any other town in Southwest Virginia, and the potential to become a historic district town. The district previously exhausted its energy like so many boom-to-bust towns by the late 1950s. Businesses closed and church bells became the only interruption to the weekend quiet. St. Paul fell into the hush of respectable commerce from a once rowdy railroad river town and eventually to logging and ultimately to a coal town. However, St. Paul is now repositioning itself, rethinking what its future looks like. You'll find boutique lodging and a local craft brewery named after the attempted French settlement up on Sugar Hill in 1794. A few remains are still there, by the way. St. Paul is a town that wants to tell its own story. Like its main streets aim for a downtown to once again become an attractive marketplace with renovated buildings, new streetscapes, and improved connections to its environmental resources, which are many. There's an active and ongoing lyric theater project in the works, which is fitting for an area rich in musical talent. Jim and Jesse McReynolds, as well as Carter and Ralph Stanley, were born and raised just a few miles from town. You'll also find a robust seasonal farmers market in St. Paul. And outdoor recreation is front and center here, boasting over 100 miles of ATV trails on abandoned but reclaimed mining lands and strip jobs. St. Paul is at the geographic center of the Clinch in Virginia, and it offers hiking trails, tube floats in the summer, kayaking, and a riverside disc golf course. The Clinch River is the most biologically diverse ecosystem in North America, and is home to a number of increasingly vibrant communities with a rich heritage. There's even a new Clinch River State Park, and a Wetlands Estonia project, which is a legacy project winning many awards and providing for hands-on scientific and environmental research, birdwatching, and hikes on Bluebell Island. The townspeople of St. Paul will tell you in a hurry, life is pretty good here, and they welcome folks to come explore their neck of the woods.
I know there's incredible interest in the work I'm doing. If you want to also support and help keep me on the road producing this series, there are several ways you can help. Watching, commenting on, and sharing the episodes is always a great starting place. You can also become a channel member on YouTube for as little as $1 a month. There's also the Super Thanks option on YouTube beneath any video that you watch so that you can donate as much as you like. Facebook has also started a similar feature to the Super Thanks called Stars. 100 stars equals $1 and can be donated on videos you watch there. You can also become a monthly patron on Patreon. I have a variety of membership levels set up there, and starting now for the new year, I have a new Riding Shotgun membership level for only $2.99 a month. I do my best to provide extra perks to those who are able to support me financially as channel members or patrons. Thanks again for all your interest and support in Appalachia, its many incredible places, fascinating people, and their remarkable stories. This is all something I think is worth sharing.